Hello, Galesburg!
I think what Obama's trying to do is define his economic legacy.
America has to make the investments necessary to promote long-term growth and shared prosperity, rebuilding our manufacturing base, educating our workforce, upgrading our transportation systems, upgrading our information networks.
The economy's sort of really taken a back seat. We've had gun control, we've had immigration, and we haven't had a real discussion around those big economic themes.
That's what we need to be talking about. That's what Washington needs to be focused on.
We can talk all we want about more affordable education, jobs, but none of that's going to happen until we get through this next hurdle, which is, are we going to shut the government down? Are we going to raise the debt ceiling? And so it's going to be the same conversation we've been having for the past 3 years.
It was a very good speech. It was hard to disagree with a lot of what he said. But the truth is, for the next 3 months, once Congress comes back from its August recess, they're going to be consumed with three things. One, funding the government past September 30th. The fiscal year starts on October 1st. If they do not fund the government will shut down. They're going to have to raise the debt ceiling this fall, sometime between mid-October and mid-November. That's going to undermine his purpose right now.
The reason I think the economy's taken a backseat is because things are kind of improving, right? Jobs are coming back. There's a huge energy boom. It's just not enough. And we're at the point where we say, okay, 7.6% unemployment ain't so bad, but it's actually a real crisis, and a lot of people are suffering as a result.
2007, when we have 5% unemployment rate, to get back to that type of job market, economists estimate we still need about 8 million more jobs. At the rate we're going, that could take 4, 5, maybe even 6 years to get back to that point.
There's a lot of consensus, right? We know we need to spend more on infrastructure. We know bridges are falling apart, and we know there's a lot of people who could work on those that are currently unemployed. But there's no will, and there's certainly no political will in Congress to fix that problem right now. There's also consensus that we need tax reform. But guess what? For 3 years we've been saying we need tax reform, and that's nowhere in his speech. That's nowhere on the table right now.
The expectation that we'll get tax reform this year is almost nil.
The Federal Reserve is doing pretty much everything it possibly can, throwing all of its tools at trying to stimulate the economy. And on the other hand, we have Congress and fiscal policy sort of counteracting that.
In theory, the president, if he can eke out something like a grand bargain deal with Republicans, and in particular get House Republicans on board, yes, it's possible he can get some of his investments. But right now that we're so far away from that point that it's hard to see how that happens this fall.
I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what the plan is right now. I think it's great to say we want a stronger middle class. I think it's great to say we need affordable education for everybody. I think everybody agrees with that. Republicans agree with that. It's all just about how you get there.